What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. I have a video for you guys, and it's about all of my CDs and vinyls. So if you guys watch my Linkin Park Super Hybrid Theory 20th anniversary of Hybrid Theory Super Deluxe box set, you guys already know how many CDs I have. But I also have I just wanted to show you my complete vinyl collection because I have quite a few of those here. I'm gonna go over this real quick. This is my John Denver CD real quick. I got this from my grandparents here. Guys don't know John Denver. He is a pretty good country singer. Top 3 songs are Thank God I'm a Country Boy, Country Roads, and Calypso are like the top 3. So yeah, I got this. I like the casing. The casing's really cool because it folds. You've got all 3 CDs in this. Super cool. We got a Linkin Park cassette sampler. It's got 2 songs on it. One Step Closer, With You. Pretty cool. Then we've got 5 CDs over here. I'm gonna go over the CDs a little bit more, but over the DVDs, because there's some DVDs here. So we've got LP Rarities, which is probably like my favorite. Out of everything Linkin Park was released, this is like the least known about thing compared to really anything else that they've released, but this is probably my most favorite right here. Best songs on here are Esau, where is it at? Chair, and not Chair, Blue. I pointed the wrong one. And then my favorite one of all time is Slip. That's my favorite Linkin Park song of all time. Then we have Reanimation, which is my favorite like traditional album. This isn't really an album, it's just like a collection of all of their hidden tracks and stuff like that, but this is like an actual album. So this is my favorite album that they've released. Top 3 songs are Place For My Head, Pushing Me Away, and just so you guys know, if you guys don't know, this is just a remix album. So this is Hybrid Theory, this is Reanimation. It's just a remix album of it. Yeah, Place For My Head, Pushing Me Away, and I'll put Runaway. So those are my top 3. Then we've got Hybrid Theory. Just so you know, these are all different designs from the original. So I'll show you guys the original design compared to the new design, or I guess redesign. Top 3 songs are going to be in a different order this time. Pushing Me Away and Place For My Head. These are just my 2 favorite from both these albums. And then my favorite, my last one, I'll put this would be an interesting one. I'm trying to think of which one. It's between Runaway or Crawling. I'll put Crawling as my number 3. We've got B-Side Rarities, which is another killer one here. This one has just a bunch of live performances. So you've got the BBC recordings, which are like it's kind of like staged as like a live performance, but it's also like a studio as well. So, and then this is Live at the Docklands. Some of the other tracks are pretty cool. So you've got the One Step Closer rock remix, It's Going Down, High Voltage, Step Up, My December, which My December is, I think My December, It's Going Down are the 2 songs on this that aren't on any sort of CD or vinyl, if I'm not mistaken. So it's pretty cool that they're on this one. But the best songs, in my opinion, of course, are going to be It's Going Down. Actually, yeah, High Voltage is my number 1. It's Going Down is number 2. And Step Up is number 3. And all 3 of those, it's just Mike Shinoda rapping on all 3 of them. So that's pretty cool. Then we've got the Forgotten Demos. This is a really cool one. This is mostly 0 recordings. So before Linkin Park was called Linkin Park, they were called Hybrid Theory. And before they were called Hybrid Theory, they were called 0. And 0, they started recording in 1996. There's only, I think, 4 on here that have Mark Wayfield as the vocals. So Dilate, Reading My Eyes, Esau, and Rhinestone are the only 4 songs that have Mark Wayfield. He was the original guy on there before Chester Bennington joined in 1998 or I think it was 1997 when Chester Bennington joined. But yeah, I think the best songs on here are Crawling, Stick and Move, and Carousel are probably my top 3 on this one. The rest of these are just CDs. This is the Fillmore AM Ring CD. I'm not really going to go over these because these are just like live shows. Frat Party at the Pancake Festival and Project Revolution are these 3. Now, into the actual vinyls, we have Reanimation here. I've already gone over my songs from this one. I'll just give you them again. Place My Head, Pushing Me Away, and Runaway are my top 3 from this one. This is the art compared. Let me just show you the art real quick so you guys can get a little bit of a look at it. The art compared to the redesign. This is the redesign. This is the original design. Then we've got Hybrid Theory. I've already told you my favorites. Pushing Me Away, Pushing My Head, and Crawling. This is the redesign. I like the redesign actually a lot more than the original, but yeah. Then we've got this, which is the Hybrid Theory EP. If you guys don't know what an EP is, it is just, it's extended play and an LP. These are LPs. So LP is long play. This is extended play. Extended play has like 6 to 8 songs on it, if I'm not mistaken. Usually around 6 songs. But an LP has anywhere from 12 to sometimes 20. Most of the time it's like 12 to 16 is like the average for an LP. EPs, you only need 1 disc for it, and all the songs can fit on one side of the disc usually. Sometimes there's oddities, but most of the time if you have an EP, they're all gonna fit on one side. This one's really cool because they have really cool artwork on the back of the disc. I'm going to show you it real quick just so you guys can see it a little bit. I don't want to go too in depth, but yeah, if you can see, there is no little like scratch marks on it. It's just a plain disc on this side. This is the side that doesn't have anything on it, and then they put a little Hybrid Theory logo on there. It's super cool. In my review, I show the entire thing, so if you guys want to see the entire disc, you can look it up, or you can just go to my video. Doesn't really matter. You got Carousel, which I'm gonna rank my top 3 for this one. It's gonna be And One. It's gonna be number 1. Carousel's number 2. I'll put Part of Me as number 3. I would say Step Up, but I don't really like this version of Step Up compared to the demo or the Meteora version of it. High Voltage is probably the worst version of High Voltage I've ever heard, just because I just don't like the vocals on this one compared to the other 2 versions that exist. Then we got Technique. This is a very short version of Technique. Very, very short. I don't think they actually had the extended version, which is kind of sad. This is the only version of that song that really is that exists, and there's really, I don't think there's only like a few vocals on it. So this is the B-side rarities. This is it compared to the CD version here. It's a lot more bluish white, and this is more just kind of duller white. But yeah, I've already gone over. Top 3 picks are, what did I say, was High Voltage, Going Down, and Step Up. So those are my top 3 songs from this one. Then we've got Meteora. I don't have a CD for this one. Don't plan on getting a CD for this one. But yeah, this is what it looks like here. Nothing really too special. I have these all listed from my favorite to my least favorite. So yeah, just put that back. For the songs that we've got on here that I'm gonna rank, number 1 is gonna be From the Inside. Number 2 is gonna be Somewhere I Belong. Number 3, it's gonna be a difficult one. It's between Don't Stay and Nobody's Listening. I'm gonna put Nobody's Listening in it. I prefer that one a little bit more. I think the guitar solo on Don't Stay is pretty good. The last Linkin Park album I have here is Minutes to Midnight. This is, in my opinion, the last truly good album by them. I don't listen to this one that much, but I still do go through and listen to a few of the songs on here. This is probably, it sounds, at least from like what people call the golden era of Linkin Park, it's probably like the most different out of all of them. It sounds more just like pure metal compared to the rest of them. The best songs from here is going to be Leave Out All the Rest, Hands Held High. This used to be my favorite for the longest time. And then probably my number 3 is going to be, it's a tie between Bleed It Out and No More Sorrow. I'm going to give it to, I'll give it to No More Sorrow. No More Sorrow is a little bit better. Chester's vocals on that one are crazy. Then we got a cool little disc here. You can actually find this if you, I don't know if they still exist at Walmart's, but you can find this one at Walmart, and it's super cool because it's gonna take a little bit of time to get this. I'm just gonna set my phone right here for a second. You guys can see this. Take it out so you guys can really get a look at it. Yeah, it is a translucent yellow disc, which is super cool. You guys don't know the difference between translucent, transparent. Transparent is you can see right through it, but since you can barely see my finger and it's kind of blurred, it's translucent. I think this is transparent because you can kind of see that a little bit better than that. So really, really cool. Yeah, again, you can find these at Walmart's. I think they're like $30, mostly because they're, you know, yellow. And I saw this, and I think it was cheaper to get the original, but I wanted to get this because, you know, I love Linkin Park, so I had to get it. There is a red version for Hybrid Theory that I want to get, and then a cool Meteor version that exists, but I'm not really going to seek those ones out. I might do it for Hybrid Theory, but definitely not Meteor, because Meteor, it's not as good. Next up, we've got Smash Mouth's Fujian Meng. This is the only Smash Mouth album I own. I do want to get to their Astro Lodge and then their self-titled album. Those two would be nice, but I don't really think I'm going to get those because they don't exist, but they should make those. I would really like it if they did. I'm going to show you the disc real quick. I don't really have to pull it out of the casing because it is really easy to get it out of here because I threw away the cover for it because the cover was made of plastic, like plastic. It looked like a plastic bag goes over it, and it was super hard to take out and really hard to put back in. But you guys can tell it is this translucent purple, which is not. It's more of a pink, I guess. It matches the album art, which is cool. Really love this. In my opinion, this is their best album. The songs that I'm gonna pick for this one are gonna be. Number 1 is Walking on the Sun. Number 2, Let's Rock. And number 3 is going to be Nervous in the Alleyway. Those are my top 3 picks for this album. The next album we've got here is Gorillaz' self-titled album. Really, really cool. I have 2 Gorillaz albums. Well, only 1 album, then 1 compilation. But yeah, I'm just going to show you this real quick. So this is what the inside looks like, by the way. They've got these little cool... what's it called? Coverings for it. So they actually designed them. Each one has the number corresponding to the track, the name of the track, the artists who are on it. Most of the time it just says Murdoch and 2D because they're the ones on it. Then it says, has some lyrics on it. Like a lot of these have lyrics on it. I love when bands do stuff like this and go the extra mile for it. Top 3 songs on this one are going to be number 1, Rehash. Number 2 is going to be 19-2000, and number 3 is going to be Tomorrow Comes Today. Next up, we've got G-Sides by Gorillaz. Same thing applies to this one. It's actually got the same art, except it doesn't have the number or the track listing on it. It's just that. So, still cool. This is what the back looks like. I think my top 3 picks are Left Hand Suzuki Method. I love the violin on this one. Number 2 is going to be the 19-2000 Soul Child remix, and then 1-2-D3 is going to be number 3. So that's that one. Then we've got Beastie Boys music. This is just a compilation album. So, well, not really. It's not really an album, but a compilation vinyl of all their music. Which, unfortunately, they didn't actually put my favorite song from Beastie Boys. It's from this album. It's called Lee Majors Come Again, but you know, it's not on here. Unfortunately, I don't know why they wouldn't have added it. Skate 3 soundtrack, you know. The top 3 picks are gonna be Root Down's gonna be number 1. No Sleep Till Brooklyn's number 2, and number 3, of course, is gonna be Intergalactic Planetary. So, or it's just called Intergalactic. It's not called Planetary, but you know. So those are those 3. Next up, we've got Cheap Trick's Heaven Tonight. I do want their other album. It's called Dream Police. That's the other one they've released, and I really want that one, but I haven't seen it anywhere yet. I'm still looking for it. The top 3 songs, of course, Surrender is gonna be number 1. Number 2 is gonna be California Man, and number 3 is Taking Me Back. So yeah, Surrender is like my favorite song of all time. So yeah. Next up, we've got Collective Souls, Hence Allegations, Things Left Unsaid. I got these 2 at a record store, these 2, as well as the Gorillaz one. So all 3 of those I got the same store. Plus the Meteor, I found them all at like a record store called Forever Young. So yeah. The number 1 song is of course Shine, Good Night Good Guy. I like the guitar intro for that one as well. And then number 3 is probably gonna be Breathe. So those are the top 3 for this one. Then we have an album by Tame Impala. I listen to Tame Impala just a bit, but I'm actually not gonna keep this one. I borrowed it from one of my coworkers, and well, I just tested it out. It works, but it is very damaged, and I don't really want to have something too damaged because I don't really want it to use it and then one day it stop working. So I'm not really gonna review this one that much because I really don't listen to Tame Impala too much. I listen to a bit of his work, but not that much. As you can see, my coworker decided to crucify it to her wall and nail it to her wall. I don't know why she decided to do this, but she just, you can see there's, I don't know if it was nail or thumbtack, but she just stabbed it right through. So, yeah. You can just tell, look at that. And also, she took out this, or I don't know if it came with it, but kind of sad. You can do better. Definitely can do better. But next up, we've got Green Day's International Super Hits. This one is a pretty cool album here I own. Not my favorite by Green Day. I want to get Insomniac. That's my favorite Green Day album. But the top 3 songs on here are going to be Redundant, Walking Contradiction, and I'm just going to put it, it's a tie between Welcome to Paradise or When I Come Around. I'm going to give it to When I Come Around, though. My top 3 from this one. Then we've got Green Day's Dookie. I'm not really going to open this one up too much because you guys can see the side of it. But if you guys open it, I got this one on Amazon, and it's just baby blue, which is super cool. I like that one a lot. But the top 3 songs on this one are going to be When I Come Around, Welcome to Paradise, and Having a Blast are gonna be my top 3 picks from this one. So yeah, pretty solid. These are all the ones I own except for this one. I don't own that one. But yeah, I have a solid, let's count real quick. We got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We have 14 to add to the collection, or not add to the collection, but already in the collection. I have 15. Technically, I own another one. I'm not going to show it because it's a surprise for somebody, but yeah. I am going to get a few more vinyls. Some Sum 41 and Blink-182 because I have been trying to get those, but you can tell by just how many Linkin Park ones that every time I go to a store and see a Blink-182 album, I would see a Linkin Park one and I would just buy the Linkin Park ones. Yeah, so I think the first vinyl I owned, this is the first I owned, and the second one was Reanimation, I believe. The third one I got was Menace to Midnight, and then Hybrid Theory after that. And after that, it's been kind of random. The most recent one that I've added to the list was B-Side Rarities and Hybrid Theory EP are the 2 newest ones. So I'm gonna put this down for a second, and then I'm going to stack them all back up. I'm not gonna show the surprise album because it's for someone special, but yeah. Green Day's Dookie, International Super Hits, Hints, Allegations, Things Left Unsaid by Collective Soul, Cheap Trick's Heaven Tonight. This is the oldest vinyl I own. It's from 1978. Beastie Boys music compilation vinyl. Gorillaz G-Sides compilation vinyl. Gorillaz self-titled album. Fujian Mang by Smash Mouth. These are kind of sliding bits, so I'm just gonna, there. Then we've got Menace to Midnight by Linkin Park. Meteora by Linkin Park. B-Side Rarities by Linkin Park. The Hybrid Theory EP by Linkin Park / Hybrid Theory. Hybrid Theory by Linkin Park. And Reanimation by Linkin Park. So yeah, those are all 14 I own, and then I've got, of course, the CDs. So LP Rarities, Hybrid Theory, Reanimation, B-Side Rarities, Forgotten Demos, and then the 3 DVDs. John Denver CD. So yeah, that's everything I own here. So yeah, I'm gonna try to get more. Thank you guys for watching me rant or talk or whatever it's called. I guess rant. Is it ranting? I don't know. Just talking about all of my vinyls. I will try to get more in the future, and I might start posting more about just Linkin Park in general, because I love Linkin Park. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.